Hi, my name is Christine. I have an important question. Do you live your life in the past or in the future? Now, it's common knowledge that our thoughts create our reality. What I'm thinking about tends to create the reality of my life. So I want to make sure that I'm thinking positive thoughts so that then my life becomes positive. But then you possibly are wondering, how do I monitor my thoughts? How do I know that I'm keeping my thoughts on the positive? Now, usually we can tell a lot of what I'm thinking by what I'm saying. It's in my conversations that my thoughts get expression. All right. Now, I'm sure you've met a lot of people who tend to spend their conversation on the past, the good old days. Now, let's assume that your past was beautiful, you had a great. Now I want to take the analogy of an athlete. I play in this team, I had a great season, and all I'm talking about is how well I did. I scored this goal, did you see how I did? That confirms that I'll never do better. My past becomes some sort of a ceiling, so that then I will never do better than I did then, because all I talk about is my past. Now, let's flip that to the other side. Let's assume that I had a terrible past, that my past was painful, my childhood was bad, or I'm an athlete and I had a bad season. We lost to a weaker team, we had a terrible, and all I talk about is how bad things were. The referee was unfair and everything went badly and this did not work and it rained on our day, and all I talk about, I relive this experience over and over and over again. I actually met a lady who became an example of how not to do it. This lady used to be my neighbor years ago, and I ran into her one day and I'm like, hi, how are you? How have you been? It's been a long time. And she's like, you'll never believe it. I got retrenched. Things are so bad. I lost my job. And she goes into a handbag and takes out an envelope. Picture an A4 envelope that's been folded in half, and she had this in her handbag. Now it's all from being opened and closed. The flap of the envelope is long gone. It looks tattered. She's opened and closed this. I'm like, how long ago? 7 years. And for 7 years, all she's talking about is my boss hated me. It was so unfair. I lost my job. Times are bad. It's been 7 years, but she is reliving. Now, if you're constantly talking about your past, you are spending your present, which is the only currency you have to create your future, but you're spending it to recreate your past, so that then your past is like copy and pasted back into your future. Now, the only purpose that the past serves, the only reason that we teach history, is so that we can learn the lesson. You want to take the lessons of the past and use them as a stepping stone to so that if you did well, then you can repeat what you did and go on to do better. If you didn't do so well, learn the lesson, dust yourself off and move better. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd rather keep my conversation on the future, because guess what? That's where I'll be spending the rest of my life. I'll talk to you again soon. Please subscribe to my channel and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.